Hello guys, welcome to another video. That Geeky guy here. Happy New Year, and this is the first video for me for 2023. So it's been a while. I was very busy with other stuff, but here I am with kind of a quick video on the recent meta. Katsu is not really popular this meta because there's quite a number of classes that really counter him, like Islander. Islander is really popular. Fi does pretty well because he does what Katsu does, but easier and also more effective. And also Oheim is another cheeky hero that really disrupts Katsu. In terms of aggro deck, Bryo would be better just because the access to mountain. Anyways, we're gonna just go through the deck list, and then I'm gonna post the deck list link down in the descriptions. So it's gonna include all the sideboards and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. So go into the sideboard view here, you're gonna see everything sideboarded, so it's fine. So for the loadout, it's pretty simple. You're gonna have Kodachi, Arcane Lantern. So Arcane Lantern is for Islander, Kano and stuff. So Arcane Lantern, Naurung Gloves, and also Tide Flippers. Usually I keep Breaking Scales because it's an important, usually I keep the Mask because it's such an important aspect of Katsu, Mask and also Tunic. Against Islander, of course, you want to float the Tunic anytime you want to use it, so in response to whatever Frostbite they're going for. So the equipment is pretty simple. So for the Blazon Yoro, you want to use it against Fi. So 70 card deck, 3 AEs, 3 CNCs, 2 double strikes, 3 AEs, 3 E strikes, 3 even bigger than that. So I usually play even bigger than that against classes that don't really have disruptions, something that don't really blocks you from going again. So, but I do, depending on how I feel, I might take it out against classes like Warrior and stuff. But it does threaten that one Kodachi, so it's pretty good. 300 wins, 3 leg taps, 3 flick flags, Oasis for Islander, Razor Reflex, Islander and Kano by the way. Sing Below, Snatch, Rising Knee, so I play 1 blue. You're gonna see the reason in a bit because I do play 2 Hurricanes, so 1 blue does help with that. 5 Surgings. I found that 6 Surgings with 3 yellows is just a tad bit too much, so I'm gonna play 2. 3 Torrent Tempo, 6 Whelming Gust Wave, Fine Centers, Crane Dance 1, Soul Beat Strike. So you're gonna see that the reason I played only 1 Crane Dance and also 1 Rising Knee blue, so the base damage matches that of Kodachi, so it's going to be pretty annoying if you even bigger than that into a bunch of 1 attacks, so that's why I reduced it to 1. But there are very situational turns or games where you can go for Soul Beat into Crane Dance into Fine Center. Works pretty well against Viscera if you could get the Zansteed token out. Winds of Eternity, Lord of Wind, and also a cheeky Lunging Press. Right, so yeah, so Winds of Eternity works very well with 100 wins. So anytime you find yourself stuck with not many go against, you can always fetch a 100 wins with Katsu and then just get go again. So pretty much that's it, guys. Nothing special in deck. Gonna go for some gameplay. So let's see how it goes. What is up, guys? Welcome to the gameplay portion of the video. So I'm gonna be going against Arakni. I'm gonna choose to go first. So Arakni will be trying his best to actually disrupt and actually mill out the deck. So we're gonna be needing, I guess we can put in the defense reactions here. So because certain cards can be a bit annoying. We're gonna leave out even bigger than that. We're gonna leave out the Oasis Respite, equipments, take out the Arcane Lantern, and then we're gonna choose to go first. So let's see how this game goes. So right away we have all the combo pieces. So I guess I'll just be going with a Kodachi. And then I might be just arsenaling the leg tap. Right, so this is a bit of a weird hand, but it's still decent. So I'm gonna be holding this hand for a bit. So it's a Slay the Scholar, so you get to banish any amount of non-attack action cards. I'm gonna let that hit. We don't really care about that. Right, so I'm guessing he's gonna go into Arsenal. So let's play out the leg tap now. So the plan is pretty simple. I'm gonna play leg tap, Rising Knee, Hurricane, and then I'm gonna just Arsenal the Sing Below. I just realized we're going against Lucky Butt. So let's see how this goes. Let me disable the Internet Download Manager. Is it disabled yet? I guess so. Anyways, we have no reactions here. So it's coming out with a Fate Foreseen. I'm guessing this is more of a control Arakni based on the way that he played out the previous turn with only one attack. Or maybe it's just too early to say. It can be a mid-range one. So it's throwing out the Mask and Black Tech Whisperer. So it's planning to use that next turn, I'm guessing. So it's thinking, why not? Just might as well just throw them. Nope. Don't need that. We already have it. So now if he doesn't block this, we're just gonna go with single Kodachi and then just end the turn. So gonna do this. I guess we could have been more greedy and just play out the pitch this thing below in order to play the Hurricane technique another time to threaten must draw, but I'm guessing there's not much of a good play. So he does have a cash in and a last ditch effort, so that's interesting. So he does have a Plunder the Poor. So I'm gonna see if he has any reaction. If not, I'm just gonna play out the Sing Below. So he does play the Mask. So let's play this out. I forgot to actually sync one of my attacks, but that happens. So he did not play any reactions, so that's good. Let's play this out. Let's see if he's playing Oasis Respite just to block that one extra damage, so that's interesting. So we're gonna pass. So let's go for the Kodachi play. So arsenaling Fine Center doesn't really help in any way, so we're gonna just pitch it away for the Kodachi. Okay, let's do that. Alright, let's see what we draw into. Alright, interesting hand. So he does play out this. So this is basically banishing anything with Go Again. So he did not banish. No, wait, this was from the last attack. So gonna see what happens now. So we can either choose to block this or it's important though. I'm gonna just let this hit. So he banished my Fine Center, so no silver token for him. So either I play out, let's play out the CNC. Let's go with this. I guess I'll be keeping the Razor because I do have a Tunic up. So let's do that. Straightforward turn. Let's see if he values the Arsenal. I guess he does. Okay, he just doesn't care about the arsenal, so let that hit. Nope. And then let's pass. Let's end the turn. Let's add this into the arsenal. So this is actually a good hand. But the thing is, yeah, too bad we could not go for a Mugenshi, I don't think. Yeah, unless Whelming hits and then, yeah, unless he blocks Surging and then let Whelming hit my Razor, so that's possible. So just gonna ignore his attack for now. So he's playing out a CNC. That's unfortunate because, yeah. So I can either do this and this. Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't do that. Instead, I'm gonna just go for this. Yeah. So the reason I blocked with Breaking Scales because we do have Overwhelming in hand. I just want to threaten the extra 1 damage. So might as well just expand that armor. So what happens now, depending on how he blocked, I'm gonna Arsenal a last Surging and then just go again next turn. So let's see if he blocks this. So if he does block this, it's gonna be pretty good. But most of the players wouldn't block this. But if he don't, he's gonna be down to 14. I'm gonna try to push him below 10. So our Kodachis will be more effective there. And he did not get lucky with his contracts because he did not have, and he did not actually complete. He only hit me twice, so that's, yep, he did not block Surging, so I'm gonna have to go for this one. So I wonder if he lets us draw here. So let's pass. Let's see if he has any reaction. Okay, I'm guessing he's going for an Oasis play. Yeah, because he's so it's let's pass this first and see if he has okay, so it's an unmovable for 6. So it doesn't have a reaction, so let's just Kodachi for 1. Get some chip damage in. And then let's pass. I'm gonna go nice and easy here. We don't really have to rush things. And we have a pretty decent hand. So it's going for an attack action. Okay. So we're gonna definitely let that hit. We don't really care about that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is play 100 wins and then threaten the Katsu trigger and then go from there. So let's do that. So he did not block this. All right, so we're gonna, oh, I actually accidentally pressed no. It's supposed to be yes. So we're gonna pass this, no reaction, choose an instant, no. Being more careful, and then we do require the Katsu trigger. So Wyoming, wait. Another mistake. I should be playing Surging instead. Okay, sorry about that. Just going to play this. So if this hits, we actually get to draw 2 cards. He's refusing to block. Guessing he's gonna gain 1 life, which is fine. Gonna go for a snatch here. Yep, a pretty bad card to. I'm gonna arsenal that is because you know, we do have Snapdragon, so that doesn't really matter. Just wanna, he's down on 2, so just wanna threaten as much damage as possible. So he does play even bigger than that. Let's see what he gets from here. So he's playing sack the Shifty. Don't really care. So we're gonna pass. So he did got my double strike, but okay, let's see how do we maximize the effectiveness of this turn. I guess we could go for a good old Kodachi into Torrent, so let's do that. So I'm gonna start chipping away at his health. So he played a that's all you got. So it's gonna draw into that, but it's okay, we have another Kodachi. Gonna play Torrent here. So I assume he has a defense. Okay, so he's playing Oasis. So what we're gonna do here is choose go again. So GG's. Well played. So let's go for another game. Right, so we are going against Azalea. Not really a meta deck, but still pretty strong actually. So I'm gonna leave the deck as it is. Maybe leaving in some double strikes. I'm actually considering throwing away double strike for this matchup because Ledger is a real problem. So gonna leave it at that. So let's go. Oh, I forgot that I have 3 weapons equipped. Just making sure everything's good. Let's go. So for this matchup, most Azalea is gonna be going super tall. So we wanna be. Let's see if we can get him to strip his hand. I'm considering using the Surging so that it's either Kodachi into leg tap, but putting Surging into discard pile has its advantages because we could threaten a bigger Mogenshi turn. Meanwhile, having leg tap in the doesn't really help. Having leg tap in the discard pile. So gonna go for a good old Surging. So he's blocking with a Poison the Tips, which is quite an annoying card because all the arrows gonna get the discard effect. It's a pretty interesting card to see here. So gonna just pass. So we're gonna pass this, put this down to the bottom. Let's add this into the arsenal. So we do have not really a good hand, but I guess it's okay. We do have a defense reaction. So let's see how this goes. So Death Dealer is activated. Internet Download Manager is a bit annoying for all those little pop-ups. Anyways, so Death Dealer is activated. I see Sleep Dart is pitched. Some resource problem there. So if this hits, I basically can't trigger Katsu. But I'm guessing it's gonna be a bit more tall. So he has a resource problem here. So let's just use our breaking skills here. So it has a Rain Razor, so yeah, I'm not gonna waste my defense reaction on that. So now I can't activate Katsu. So we're gonna see how we're gonna play this. So either I play Torrent here. So let's pitch this away. I'm guessing Azalea is gonna block exactly 5 because she doesn't really have much of cards to actually block effectively. So we're gonna come in with the AE, hopefully push it up to 6. Most of Azalea's card is gonna be 2 blocks, so I just want to keep the sink below with me. Yep, so it's using the Perch Grapples, so I'm gonna go for an AE play here. Hoping for a blue. So we do have a blue, so that's pretty good. So we don't have a reaction. So gonna go for a Winds of Eternity. So it's not gonna block the Kodachi, of course. We're gonna go for a leg tap here. Maybe we might get lucky if he doesn't block this and we draw into a Rising Knee. But that's just a pipe dream. Yeah, since we can't activate Katsu due to the Sleep Dart, so we're gonna pass this. So let's see if he has a take cover here, which is a bit annoying, but let's see. Yep, he allows the mass draw and we have another leg tap. Either we push more damage or we're gonna just keep this leg tap for the next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so let's see. So he does play out a drill shot. Drill shot is not too bad. I'm just worried that he might come out with something like a ledger. Remorseless is fine at his life point, but yeah. So it's gonna be a take aim. It's coming for 7. I'm gonna either block this, fully block this, or I don't really. He gets to put a -1 counter. How important is that -1 counter to me? Okay, let's just block this. Ah, another Rain Razor. Ouch. So let's see. We can either go for a Kodachi into leg tap just to threaten the Katsu trigger and then threaten the mass draw with the Rising if he allows that to hit. So let's do that. So we want to make our opponent to think, right? If you just go for Kodachi leg tap, it's going to be too simple for them. It's going to block the leg tap and then nothing happens. But if you go for a Kodachi into leg tap, it's gonna make them think to whether to give you the Katsu trigger. Let's see how that goes. Azalea is gonna have a bit of a hard time blocking because the only defense reaction I guess she plays is take cover. So let's see. So he doesn't block this, so let's see. So we get to use Katsu. Gonna trigger this. Gonna get our Rising Knee, so let's play Rising Knee for 5. So this one threatens the mass draw. And then we get to actually end the turn with another Kodachi. So depending on what we draw into, if I draw into a Snatch or a Torrent of Tempo, I'm just gonna play it out. So let's see if he blocks this. If he blocks for 5 again, Yeah, it does draw the Remorseless. So it's blocking for 5. She's doing the same thing. I'm gonna go for a Breaking Scales here. So get the Mass Trigger. So got a CNC. So this is actually good, because now I can do this. So this actually threatens his arsenal. So depending whether he wants his arsenal to be there the next turn. So it doesn't really care, I guess. Yep. So he did put a -1 counter on my mask. So that's a bit annoying, but it's okay. So depending on, oh yeah, he just ended his turn. Alright, so we're gonna play Surging here. She's coming for 5, 1 floating, Sink Below, and Rising in hand. So what's gonna happen now is if this hits, I'm gonna discard the Rising Knee to look for a Whelming. So I did play 1 Rising Knee, so I do have another one in my deck, so that's fine. So I'm guessing he's gonna block this, I guess. Oh, he's not fully blocking, which is weird. Usually against Katsu, you either block. I mean, if the Katsu trigger is available, you want to block. You want to fully block, or just let it hit. You don't want to go. You don't really want to half commit your blocks. If not, I'm just gonna take advantage of that. So, anyways, we got a Whelming in line. So he did allow that to hit. We're gonna play Snatch here. So the reason I played Snatch, actually there's a bit of a mistake here. I should have Kodachi into Snatch. That would be better, because she don't really have a way to actually block anyways. So she has Azalea has a 3 card. So let's just go for the Snapdragon Scaler. If Take Cover is there, Take Cover is there. No, doesn't have Take Cover, so we're gonna... I'm gonna still play safe and keep the Sink Below. Yep. I'm just gonna play safe and keep the Sink Below. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the Sink Below in the arsenal just to be safe. Yep, he just gave up actually. So that's unfortunate. Right, for this one we are going against Dash. So Dash gonna be a bit different. So let's go for even bigger than that for this one. I'm gonna make sure that we have our Flick Flag in. I assume it's going to be going wide. So let's try and see how this goes. Oops, I have 3 weapons equipped. Okay, let's go. So recently Dash has risen in popularity. So there's a few reasons for this. They have access to Pulse Wave Harpoon, and some even go for the more unconventional play, like having the, forgot what it's called, either Pulse Wave Harpoon, or they're playing the Nitro Mechanoid. So for this one, is going for the Hyperdriver build. So I have Hanabi Blaster. So if you guys are curious about this, it basically reads that whenever they boost, you get to gain 1 resource. So they're going to go for the long chain. So this is also the part of the reason I left Flick Flag in. But I'm sure whether playing even bigger than that is a good choice. So we're gonna take a look on that. So we have no reactions here, but I'm guessing I'm just gonna play out Mugenshi just for the sole purpose of poking and also getting some surging line into the discard pile. So for this deck list, as you guys might already know, I play 2 copies of Mugenshi. So now, if I'm not careful, I have only 1 copy of Mugenshi in my deck. But usually you don't want to see Mugenshi that early. Interestingly, he chose to block this. So he must be loving his hand. I mean, he's blocking it with his armor. Alright, cool. So we have a pretty good hand with a surging fine center for our pitch. And we have a snatch, we have ancestral. So this is actually a solid hand. But the thing is, I hope that he doesn't threaten that much of damage to actually force me to block. So let's see. So this is a standard zipper hit. So this comes for 1. Yep, hyperdriver, and then he's also banishing a crankshaft. So what happened is crankshaft actually adds another steam counter on top of hyperdriver. So he got pretty lucky with that. We're gonna let him hit. So let's see how the next one goes. So Spark of Genius. Get to basically search an item card. So depend how much you want to pay for this. Yep. So I paid 1 for a Techlock core, I assume. Still have 1 floating here. Draw a card, and then he's playing a Jumpstart. So let's block 1, take 4. Alright, I'm going to keep my reaction for a more crucial turn. So let's start off with a Surging. Let's see how wide can we go. Either I might just discard the Flick Flag, honestly, to get the Whelming. So we're going to pass. Yeah, let's trigger Katsu here. Let's get rid of the Flick Flag. Let's get a Whelming. Let's play out the Whelming. So we have the Whelming here. So most likely he wouldn't let the Whelming hit. So let's see. I think he's actually considering to block. Yep. So he's blocking for 3. So they cancel the block. Yep, he's blocking for 4. Yeah, that's a bit greedy, but I understand that he wants to keep his hand. Right, so we have a decent hand here. So what I'm going to do now is basically go for a E-Strike. Go again. So this one will threaten Maelstrom. Right, so we got an even bigger than that. So this is good for the next turn. So what I'm going to do now is basically Kodachi for 1. So let's play the Snatch. Right, cool. So let's end our turn. Let's add our card into the arsenal and then let's go. So now we have a pretty solid hand. So it's gonna go for more damaging plays. So let him do that. We're gonna try take as much as we can. Here we don't want to block. So I'm thinking of starting off with a Kodachi. Kodachi even bigger than that, and then okay, so he does have access to another point of armor, so that's a bit of a trouble. Right, so he's thinking for his next attack. So zipper hit for 3. So I'm just gonna allow this to hit because it's just a plain vanilla damage. Let's see. So he does have 2 resources. And then he's playing Crankshaft. So Crankshaft is 5. I'm gonna go down to 19. I'm actually okay with that. Okay, so no reactions. Next, I'm gonna go for, of course, the Kodachi play. Kodachi. Okay, we have no reactions here. Basically gonna go for even bigger than that. Plus. Right, so we have 3 pretty bad choices, I would say. Right, I think I would prefer to have another blue in my hand. I'm gonna send this to the bottom. I'm gonna send this to the bottom. It's going to top. Okay, right. So now we have enough resources to do our shenanigans. So depending on how much he likes his arsenal, so let's do this. So this is a CNC with go again. So let's see if he chooses to block this. Right. So he blocks for 3. Yeah, he does block it. So means whatever is in his arsenal, it's gonna be, I mean, it's quite valuable for him. So I'm gonna keep pushing damage here. No reactions, good sir. Let's play Torrent. So let's see. So we don't really have a 0 cost. We're gonna pass this. We're gonna pass this. We're not using Katsu's ability. We're playing out the Hurricane. So this one is going to threaten the mask draw here. So I'm hoping that he doesn't block this. I mean, yeah, it's better actually if he blocks, just to reduce the amount of cards in his hand. Anyway, if he were to block this, he's gonna need like 2 cards to achieve that. Right, so we're gonna have hopefully some sort of setup for next turn. So we did get a CNC, so I hope that's okay. Right, so we have a decent hand. So I'm not gonna block for this turn. I don't think he has big overhand to actually threaten us. We don't have an instant, so let's block with our Snapdragon. So it's a Teklo Pounder, it's an item. I'm actually considering to play, so we have 6 resources, we have 5 here. So it's 2, 2, 1, 5. So I guess it's okay to start out with a Kodachi, or should I go for a, I think I should go for a Surging first. Actually, the better play would be starting out with the Torrent. But I don't think he's gonna block this one. So let's see. Yep, he's not blocking it. I was considering playing some Smashing Good Time in my deck, but I don't really have the space to actually do that, since Dash is a popular deck now. Right, so this is coming for 4. He's gonna want to block this, or it's gonna be difficult for him. If I can draw into blue, I can go for a Torrent and then CNC. So let's see how this goes. Right, he's blocking for 4. Usually people will block for 5, but guessing he really want to hold on to his hand. Right, so this is an okay draw. So what I'm going to do now is, so I can either go for double strike into Torrent, or I can just be greedy and play out the CNC. I guess the better play would be maybe go for a Torrent and then CNC, and then I'll just Arsenal to double strike. So let's do that. Right, if he chooses to block this in order to actually disable the Gogen, I'm just gonna use my Snapdragon anyways, and then use the Tunic. Yeah, he's choosing not to block this. We're gonna get a Mass Draw. Right, so this is actually pretty good. So what we're gonna do now is actually Kodachi into double strike, and then Tunic up. Yeah, he just gave up. Right, so he was yeah, he just gave up. Anyway guys, so those are 3 games of Katsu. So it looks like the deck still pretty works pretty well. So yeah, just want to showcase the deck. It's been a while since I posted a video, but my Patreon is still up if you want to support. I'm going to be posting more gameplay videos because Talishar seemed to make it more accessible to post gameplay videos. So I'm going to do that. Thank you very much for watching guys. Do like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next